Hello, thanks for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel, Lovely Moments Creating. If you are new here, consider joining the family by clicking that subscribe button and remembering the notification bell because that way you'll be reminded every time I upload a video. My name is Jenny, and on this channel I create budget-friendly home decor that's easy to do. So if you want to see some of my creations, keep watching. Thank you so much, my friends, for tuning in and watching another one of my videos. I hope everyone had a fantastic Mother's Day. I'm going to be sharing with you some simple DIYs. And for the first one, I have two of these wood pieces from the Dollar Tree. And I haven't seen these pieces before. They're new to my Dollar Tree at least. And then I have two of these magnetic little pots that have the succulents in those. I'm going to be using some jute cord. I have some craft sticks from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using some white chalk paint and some truffle color. What I'm going to do first is just pour the little sponge and a little succulent out. It has a little magnet in the back, and I'm definitely going to keep those for a future DIY. Using one of the nail files from the Dollar Tree just to sand over these little pots. That way the paint will take to them better. And then after I get both of those sanded, what I'm going to do is take that white chalk paint, and I am going to paint over these wood pieces. I'm going to paint the front and the back of these. Once I get both of these painted, what I'm going to do is take that truffle color and I'm going to paint over the two little pots. And so after I get both of these painted, what I'm going to do is take the leftover paint from the white color and just brush over both of these little pots. And then after I get that complete, I'm just going to take my Dollar Tree sanding block and sand around these wood pieces, just bringing back a little bit of the natural color. I want these pieces to be very simple but pretty. I didn't want to do too much to them because I want them to be able to just blend in with some existing decor. And after I get that done, I'm just going to flip them over. And I did paint two pieces of the craft sticks that I cut with that white chalk paint. And I'm just adding some of the jute cord, and I'm going to place that right over the jute cord just to create a hanger so that I can have the option to hang these. And then after I get that complete, what I'm going to do next is add the little foam pieces with the succulents back to the little pots. And then once I get those back in there, I'm just taking some hot glue so that I can glue those down right in the middle of the wood pieces. And then after I get those attached, this DIY is done, and I think these are so cute. I absolutely love them. They're very simple, but I think they can go with any decor, and I think you can flip the colors, and you could have painted the wood piece with the truffle color and painted the little pots white, but I think they're adorable. Now I'm going to get started on the second DIY, and I have three of these crates here. Now these are not the Dollar Tree crates. These are the ones from Michael's, and they are 99¢. I couldn't find any in the Dollar Tree. I have three of these little pots with the burlap fabric on them from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using some of the Dollar Tree small letters and some white chalk paint. Now what I'm going to do first is paint around the outside of these crates. I'm not going to paint the inside, and I'm just going over the front first on all three of them. Let that dry, and then I'll go all the way around until they are completely painted only on the outside. And so I'm just sanding around the edges a little bit, and then after I get that complete, I'm going to start adding in my words. And to my first crate, I'm going to add the word love. And so after I get the word love on the first crate, I'm going to put grows on the second crate and here on the third crate. I thought this was something that was very simple, easy to do, but I think it is really cute. And then what I'm going to do next is just take some of that matte Mod Podge and go over each one of the words to make sure that they are nice and secured to the crates. And so after that dries, what I'm going to do now is just glue my crates together, and I'm just going to add the hot glue where they're going to be connected. So I'm just going to go around the edge with some hot glue and attach that one, making sure that everything is lined up. And then I'll do the same thing and add my third crate. And then once I get everything attached, I'm just going to take my sanding block to sand down a little bit of that glue that seeped out. And then once I get that complete, all I have to do is add in my greeneries, and I'm taking 2 of the little planters and just adding them in the top. But the third one, I'm going to pull the greenery pieces out and just stick them right in the little openings, and this turned out really cute. I absolutely love it. And so now I'm going to get started on a third DIY for today. And for that DIY, I'm going to be using one of these welcome signs from the Dollar Tree. I also have one of these Be Our Guest that has the Wi-Fi password chalkboard attached to it. And then I have some of these really pretty flat ferns from the Dollar Tree. These are so pretty. And I am going to be using some white chalk paint and a little bit of jute cord. Now I'm going to remove these attachments from that welcome sign, and I'm also going to be removing the chalkboard from the other sign, and I'm only going to be using the chalkboard for this DIY. I will use that tag at a later date. Now I'm going to just cut off this little piece from the top that's supposed to be the straw. I don't want that on there, so I'm just going to go over it with my knife until it just breaks off. And then what I'm going to do next is take that Dollar Tree sanding block, and I am going to sand some of this glitter down. Now I'm going to use this as the back, but I do like to have my backs finished as well, so that's why I sanded down the glitter. And I'm just painting both sides of this sign using that white color. And then after I get that complete, what I'm going to do is take my Dollar Tree file and just go around sanding down, bringing back a little bit of that natural color. And then once I get that complete, I'm going to flip it over and I am going to start attaching those ferns. I'm going to cut them down off the stem first. And so what I'm going to do is just attach them all by adding some hot glue. I absolutely love these ferns from the Dollar Tree. They are so pretty, and some of them have like a little ombre color blended in with them. These are really pretty. And so after I get all of my greenery on there, what I'm going to do is take that jute cord and I'm going to attach it in the back, because this is the back of the sign, and I'm just going to tack it down with some hot glue and just continue to wrap it around the sign until I feel like I have enough. And then after I finish wrapping that around, what I'm going to do next is just tack it down with some hot glue, and then I'm going to cut off another piece of jute cord and just create me a little basic bow so that I can tack that down right on top of the jute cord. And then what I'm going to do is get that little square chalkboard, and I'm just going to hot glue that right down in the center. And then what I'm going to do is take some of that jute cord just to go around that chalkboard twice to give it a little border. And then after I finish that, DIY is complete. I will write on this using one of the little Dollar Tree chalk markers, but this is, I think, a really cute little sign, and I'm just going to write right on top of mine. I'm just going to put for now, hello friends, but what I like is that you can always change up the message. And this was really simple, but I think it turned out so cute. And so now I'm going to get started on the last DIY, and I'm going to be using one of these pretty vases from the Dollar Tree. I love this shape. I'm also going to be using some of these pretty flowers. I love the color of these. They have like a little ombre on one of them. And then I have some of the stones here from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be using some jute cord and some truffle color and white chalk paint. Now what I'm going to do first is just tape off some of the bottom where I do not want the paint to be, because that's where I'm going to have the little rock showing, and it's not going to be much. And then what I'm going to do is just take the white chalk paint and I'm going to paint over the vase. And so after I get that complete and this dries, what I'm going to do is just take one of the little brushes from the Dollar Tree, and I am going to just brush some stripes of that truffle color right on top of that white chalk paint. I'm going to remove my tape at the bottom, and I really just left out a really little bit. And then what I'm going to do is just add those stones right in there. And then after I get those in there, I'm going to take that jute cord just to go around the middle of the vase and just tie a little bow. And now I'm going to add in my greenery. This is so cute. This is absolutely my favorite. I think it is so pretty. And so after I add in my greenery, it turned out really cute to me. I absolutely love it. And here is the second look of all of the DIYs that I created today. Thank you all so much for watching another one of my videos. I hope you enjoyed today's video just as much as I did. If so, please remember to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel, because I would love to have you here. As always, in the comment section below, let me know which one of these DIYs were your favorite. And until next time, my friends, stay safe. I hope everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you in the next video.